What's the last day been like for you?
Pretty busy day, just just getting everything together. Just getting ready to get on the plane and get here last night. So just happy I'm here now. Excited to get started. So,
What was your reaction when you heard the trade was done?
yeah, obviously mixed emotions. I was on the bus with the guys going to Grand Rapids, so just said bye to everyone, and obviously just saying bye to everyone in the organization and stuff, and just thanks for having me and just giving me the ability to learn and grow as a person and a player. And obviously, very excited for the opportunity here. So, couldn't wait to get here and get on the ice today. So, it's a great time for sure.
What was it like really approaching that situation in Rockford where there was three goalies, not a ton of playing time? So how did you really continue to improve your game while handling that situation?
I think practice habits was the biggest thing for me. I think just getting what you need in practice, whether it was before or after, and just working on your game, continuing to work on when you get into a game, areas that you watch a video and stuff, and working with Peter Hobby there and just trying to get the work that I needed in practice and stuff to make sure I was ready for when I did play. So just looking to carry over that work and stuff that I've been doing over here now. So
You feel really good about where your game is at?
yeah, yeah, no, for sure. I feel I've made a lot of improvements in the past year, especially, and just trying to calm my game down a little bit and play more within my posts. And yeah, I feel like I've been progressing very well in that. So.
So you mentioned opportunity. I mean, you never really had the opportunity to be a number one guy. How have you handled that? Just navigating the change that you've experienced the last couple of years too, and trying to get that opportunity.
Yeah, I think like I said, just the worth ethic, and I think last summer was probably my best summer of my pro career. Just trying to prepare for the season, and I think over the years, just continuing to grow my game. I feel like from since when I turned pro at 19, I think like I've come such a long way in my game and my technical game and mentality towards everything and being a professional. So I feel like this is the furthest I've come, and I'm looking to go further and just keep improving every day. I think every day is an opportunity to get better. So just looking to earn everything, keep working hard as I can, and keep pushing myself to be the best that I can be.
The role of the backup isn't easy, having to wait to play games. So how do you think just your time in Vegas and Chicago when you weren't playing, how did that make you a better goalie? What did you learn from that?
I think the biggest things for sure is just watching Fleury and Crawford, and even Rask when I was in Boston. I mean, I was in Providence, but I'd watch all the games and watch those like three unbelievable goaltenders. So I learned a lot from them. Honestly, it's like it was crazy because like I feel like every spot I went to, I ended up like just subconsciously, I guess, just like in my game, like I'd start to try and do stuff like them. You know what I mean? And I think the one thing they all have in common is just their worth ethic, and I think just their compete level, and how they all have different styles, but they just compete and they bring it every night, and the consistency. I think it's not easy to do, but I feel like I've just learned so much from watching them, and even Patrick Kane in Chicago, just watching him and seeing his worth ethic and every day his dedication. It's just it's just certain stuff as a professional that you learn from these guys, and just try and apply as much of it as you can to your game and to yourself. And I think it's helped me a lot. So even though I wasn't a starter, but I feel like I'm just picking up all these things from everyone, and it's just made me improve so much, and on and off the ice as a professional, and just looking to continue to keep growing that, and take everything that I've learned and apply it as much as I can. So.
Excited to be reunited with Alex Tuck, especially.
Yeah. I think it's Tucky, Eeks, Millsy. We're all there the first year in Vegas, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And then obviously Kajula and Hinestroza I was with in Chicago. So yeah, it's nice to know a handful of guys coming in, and obviously I know Skinner from back home, skating with him in the summer. So it's exciting for sure. Just excited to get started.
I know this is a very small part of it to be closer to Toronto, though. Is that also pretty cool for you?
Oh yeah, I mean, all the family and friends, that have been giving me texts and stuff, calling me and stuff. So, everyone's just saying they can't wait for the first game. So that's a pretty exciting time for sure, and definitely great to be closer to home.
You mentioned your work over the summer. What did you do? Specifically that you really think brought your game to another level.
I think I was working with Andy Kyoto back home in the summer, and Anthony Peters, or Justin Peters, sorry, and his brother's Anthony, and yeah, just that Matt Nickel and just working on my game and further. I think I not that I didn't focus on the technical side, but I think just different focusing on different stuff now. Technically, I think that just applying that this summer and working out as much as I could. I think that helped a lot, and I switched up my gear a bit too, the way I wear my gear, just to help with some stuff like that. So, it was definitely a big summer in terms of focusing on all that stuff and. Obviously, and then obviously in the gym, just making sure that I'm ready to do that on the ice. So it was definitely a big summer overall with all that. And then I went on a pretty big diet, kind of like a smoothie diet, where I was drinking pretty much just like grinding up anything from the garden, and just drinking that. So yeah, it was overall I think a really productive summer for sure.
Obviously the athleticism is the one thing that I think it's been brought up by 3 people I've spoken to about your game. But how have you mentioned technique, how have you really tried to build off that foundation of the athleticism to make yourself a well-rounded goalie and to develop the technique and
Yeah.
perfect your game?
Yeah, I think everyone has to start with a certain base, a good base, and have good depth and the ability to read the play and good angles, good patience, and I think if all that is good, and then after that you can make saves where you're coming across and you can use your athleticism in those situations. But I feel like you just got to pick your spots. I feel like most times you can maybe get there without as much power, or not take yourself out of the play and be ready for there's a second shot. So I think just understanding and learning all that stuff as well has helped me.
It's just one practice, but what stood out to you about this group?
The skill out there and the youth, it's unbelievable. Coming down to everyone has a good shot. Everyone can shoot the puck. Everyone can rip the puck. It's a really close group. It's really fun practice out there, and just looking to grow with them for sure.